sec and I will start the recording. But yes,
Wow.
we're going.
Here we go. Hello. I know it's really late for everyone in the American time zone, so I really appreciate you coming out so late at night. My name is Victoria, and I'm the founder, owner, do everythinger of Red String. I've got my trusted companion May with me. Oh, look at that. Look how cute that is. Stop it. I'm gonna get diabetes before we're done. Okay.
Yeah, hello.
So
I'm
yes,
May,
please.
a translator. I translate things sometimes.
Yeah, and I letter the things that she translates occasionally. And this is our first ever industry panel for Red String. Oh, look at that little dot! Oh, I love it, love it. Gotta be okay. Stay on track. I've been watching all of the other industry panels throughout the day, and I just want to say that the publishers are doing such a good job. And the first thing I need to tell everybody is that Red String Manga is not at that level. This is not a traditional publishing thing where we're working with Shueisha, Kadokawa, whoever. This is a doujin publishing situation, which means that the only people who are involved in these projects are the artist and the staff that are on the assignment. There's no middleman. So I want to just preface that this is not a giant organization. This is the artist, when they want to do something silly with their own time and they put out a comic at an event, we can translate it if they want us to, if it's something we're interested in, So that's just the preface here. We're not going to be putting out hundreds of books a year. It's going to be doujins, and they're going to be exactly the same as they are in Japan, but in English. So
Yeah,
let me get started.
we do the printing. We do the same printing as the original
Yes.
author does. Yeah.
So that also means that these are import products. I will tell you, they are not affected by tariffs, regardless of whatever the law is, because printed books are tariff-free. So you don't have to worry about any of that. Yes. Okay, so I just want to quickly summarize what I said before. This is a passion project gone I really put that alliteration in there, didn't I? Passion project gone entrepreneurial endeavor. There's two main divisions that we're dealing with here, and if you know anything about Red String, this is what was happening beforehand when it first started. Red String Translations works directly with the artists who want to self-publish their work. In that sense, it is like a translation service situation. Red String Manga, which is what we're talking about today, is going to be publishing original doujin manga in print. These are not digital only. As much as I love digital as someone who lives in Japan, I want you to have books. I think it's really important that we all have books. I know that it can be an issue for a lot of people who don't have access to bookstores or can't order online because they're not in America. I'm working on it. Yes. Please,
Can I also make
ahead.
a quick note as well? Even though we say entrepreneurial endeavor, one of the huge differences for us with publishers is that we don't keep the rights to the English translation. We always want to basically put the author front and center when it comes to money and rights and just whatever they want to do with their work. We want to make sure that it's properly,
To
done.
be clear, when we do Kickstarter projects, we don't take any of those rights.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
when that artist makes 5 million yen on the Kickstarter, that is all them.
Which is
are
$50,000.
Yeah, they've made an entire year's salary because of you guys. And you know what? I actually have a little bit about that on the next page. Let me not get ahead of myself.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Previously, let me start way back in the year of our Lord 2019. Oh wait, who are we? That's important too. So as I said before, my name's Victoria. I'm the Red String founder. I am a letterer. I'm the editor. I do all the things. It's just if there was a staff count, it is 0.8 because I'm not fully there anymore. Some of the brain has completely been dedicated to gooning and looking at BL and just like spending way too much money. So I am related. Guys, stop putting shit in the chat that is so hilarious to read.
Yeah, Victoria has a short attention span.
Not live laugh, dude. Oh, God. Sorry, I'm neurodivergent. This is hard. I am a stop it.
We need that as a t-shirt, the live laugh
I'm
goon.
red in the face. I'm getting red in the face. Honestly.
Okay, get back. So you're introducing yourself.
I am a full-time localization director and I specialize in manga. I work for a no-name company, but I get to work on manga every day. May was actually my boss, and then she hired me, and then she quit, and then I became her boss.
Yeah, that did happen.
So we have a really interesting relationship, but that actually makes it really easy and fun for us to work together. So if
Spicy,
you see our
yeah.
name pairing, oh gosh.
Sorry, if you see our name pairing.
If you see our name pairing, we're gonna fuck shit up. I promise you. Our pièce de résistance of work together was Magical Girl Tsubame by Mapolo-san,
Yes,
who did
yeah.
P 6 P's,
Good, 6
the piano
Ps.
shonen manga.
Yeah, that ran in
so
Jump,
out of
yeah.
place, but was actually like so peak. Like I
Yeah.
don't know if you're tired of battle shonen, this was such a breath of fresh air because now it's like, well, we're gonna do battle shonen, but the instruments are JoJo stands. And you're just gonna like,
Yeah.
6 P's peak, honestly. So
6
when
Ps. Yeah.
when I had the opportunity to work on Magical Girl Tsubame, I was like, May, let's fuck some shit up. And I'm proud to say that the works that our team did on the Manga Plus app are probably some of the best localized works on there. We did a lot more hand drawing in our lettering than you would normally see when most people are required to do like simple subtitles. I was just like, you know what? I'm already being underpaid. Why not overwork a little bit more? And it was worth it. it was worth it. I also worked on the Mint project. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is a special government-backed manga project to try to promote different genres of manga that aren't all Jujutsu Kaisen and One Piece. Specifically, I got to work on Batan, who is like a super famous, super gorgeous GL artist. And while May was not the translator, another very, very good translator who I'm sure many of you have read the works of worked on it. I believe it was Jocelyn.
Jocelyn Allen, who was the one who worked on it.
Yeah, she's fantastic. That is a free thing that you can just go and read. And the purpose of this book was to try to make publishers interested, saying, hey, here's a work and we localized it really well. Do you want to like give us money so you can sell it to other people? And because I understand how important GL is, I worked really, really hard on that. So I hope you enjoy that. I also am technically the localization director for Manga Mavericks, who has been a really important partner to me for a while. I did the editing and the lettering on their first 3 launch titles, and I still work with them in like a consulting capacity, although there will be some projects that I will get to dip my tablet pen into in the future. So I really hope you look forward to that. My shout out there, they have a new manga and I want you all to go check it out. It's called Horon of the Closed Country. And this was one I actually found myself, and I went up to Manga Mavericks and I said, if you don't publish this, somebody else will get it from you, because it's a fully fleshed out fantasy series that kind of has like a Ghibli art style. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yes. Sorry, May, your turn.
Oh, sorry. No. So anyway, no, it's a really great manga. I think we'll probably talk about. Oh yeah, someone's asking what the title is just now that you were mentioning. Maybe we can write that in the chat real quick. Horon
of the Closed Country, and I'll drop a link right now because I believe it is up for pre-order.
And then for me, so hello, my name is Mei Maki. I'm a freelance Japanese to English translator. I live in Japan.
I do too, by the way.
Yeah, we both do. I've been translating for a while, but I only recently went full-time creative in, I want to say 2024. My main clients are Viz and Kodansha. Especially Kodansha, I have 5 new series from them, which are not announced. So I guess please look forward to that. But some of my works that people might know are Magical Girl Dandelion by Kairu Mizuho. And then in terms of like queer stuff, I did 2349, or God, I can't number. I did 2345 by Ohana, which is a BL. Very soft and literary and like introspective BL. Very beautiful writing. Very, very difficult to translate. I also did A Curtain Call for You, which is by Shiho Sato and Kiki Emoda.
Yep. If you like Takarazuka.
It's not really that Takarazuka compared to some things. It's more like, so it's more like traditional theater plus kind of GL. Unfortunately, it's on hiatus, but it has kind of like GL undertones. The other big thing, which I'm really excited for, is Wicked Spot by Saru-chan Sensei, and that's coming out. I think it's coming out this summer. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's me though. Yeah.
Yeah. So May, how long have you been in Japan, by the way?
Oh God, I moved here when I was in university. So that ages me immediately, but I think it's been like...
You don't say anymore.
Just, I've been here for a while.
Yeah. I think this is my 7th year in Japan now. So, we know what's up. But unfortunately, that means everything is an international ship. I'm sorry. Yes. Someone did say earlier, yeah, I will ship internationally. Don't even worry about it. I mean, we'll get to that slide. Anyway,
let's get
just
there.
to quickly give you some history, I came on the JET program. The government, I was voluntarily imported by the government. They dumped me in the countryside. That wasn't my choice. The town I ended up in was actually the same size as the podunk town I came from in Canada. I literally went from a 10,000 person Canadian town to a 10,000 person Japanese town. And at first I was like, holy fuck, this is my worst nightmare. But then it actually was peak because I still had a car and Japan is so much smaller than Canada. Yeah, fucking Canada rules, man. I'm Canadian. I will absolutely ship to Canada. Canada's gonna get special editions. You know, America's not getting exclusive nothing. Okay? Canadian, yeah, Canada. Heated rivalry. Okay, I highly recommend the JET program if you are interested in getting a career in the weeaboo industry. My dream was to become a professional otaku, and I did this, and here I am doing it. Yes, May.
I think we might have to move on a bit more briskly toward the more important information.
Briskly.
Yes. I believe in you.
While being a shitty, underpaid English teacher, I realized I wanted a new job, but I didn't have experience. I needed a job. I basically saw that a bunch of Twitter artists were starting to do these 4-page manga titles, and all of the scanners were going nuts, trying to clamor over them and get them as soon as possible. But I was just like, this is crazy. Everybody's just like rushing to steal stuff the fastest. Why don't I just ask the mangaka if they would be cool with us translating stuff? And shocker, lots of them were. The very first people who actually agreed to allow me to translate some of their content was MMK of The Mortifying Ordeal of Being Seen, which has recently been licensed by Viz, and Daichi Kawada, who was serializing Blooming Love on Manga Plus. So these were artists who, when I first found their content, were like under 20,000 followers. And MMK has probably breached 300K at this point. So since I started doing that, I started getting attention. Other mangaka were like, hey, I can actually start getting control over my own translations and like have stats and understand that people do want to buy stuff from me, and they'll know that I'm the creator because I'm doing it. You can see it right now on Twitter that people are posting, they're doing like DeepL or whatever, their own translations. I'm really happy to see that. I love that. I want to support mangaka, so I did. They started asking me to help them with Kickstarters, and this is how much, since I started doing this 4 years ago, we've made over 50 million yen in total for manga artists. I'm not taking cuts of this. Like, this isn't a business thing. They hired me, paid me separately, and then took all of that themselves. So when you support these manga artists Kickstarters, what you're saying is that maybe a publisher didn't believe in you, but I believed in you. As like, I'm backing your project. I wanted this thing. I support what you're doing. And when you look at the number of backers and the number of print books, it's like in the 400 to 600 zone. Where some people are saying if you can't sell 8,000 books in Japan, like, you didn't make it. You don't have to sell thousands of books. So I learned all of this, right? And then in 2005, I was just like, you know what? Working 7 jobs isn't enough. Let's add on 13 more. And so I helped Manga Mavericks launch their business. They are doing something similar to Red String, where they do publish doujin works, but they also have way more money. So they are publishing stuff from actual from publishers where they have commercial works and licenses, and it's way more complicated than what I'm doing. I highly recommend you all support Manga Mavericks. If you want gay shit, you should support me.
Yes.
So the core belief of Red String is that I want to support the artist's ability to produce their own stories in English and share those stories with the people who care. And I want to do this at like a high quality rate, you know? So it's not something that AI could ever hope to accomplish. It's not something that low quality agencies are going to hope to accomplish. We're going to do this. We've still been doing crowdfunding. Anna Ito hits me up for a crowdfunding every year. I hire directly, I consult people, and I'm going to publish my own books. It's literally my pace. And I mean that in the sense that May is a freelance translator. She's not sitting around doing nothing, making VTubers all day. And I gotta work a 9 to 5 that is very rarely 9 to 5. So this is me seeing a manga and being like, oh my god, if somebody scans this or AIs it and it looks like ass, like, this is way too incredible. I need to do this. And so that's what happens. But I can't be doing that for every single thing. I'm a human being, barely. May is an amorphous blob who's very good at translating. So I'm having a good time, and I really hope that you enjoy what we have. So I'm going to speed this along a little bit. This is some of the stuff I did before. These were all Kickstarter projects that earned the artists a lot of money, and they got to make more GL, and we loved that. Thank you so much. Then this is some stuff that we did more recently. Anna Ito has 2 new books from their last Kickstarter. They are now available. You can pre-order them on the Manga Maverick store. And by pre-order, I mean I have the books sitting here. Oh yeah, let me show you the books. I've got them. I want to say too that these books are kind of expensive, but it's really important that you understand why they're expensive. First of all, it's huge. It's much bigger than anything you would ever buy in an American bookstore.
It's way bigger than it looks.
The covers have like this shiny embossing. We have rounded covers. This is like my plastic protector. So these are B5. So these things are massive. They are printed on really high quality paper. They are shorter. These are doujins, right? So they're much shorter than what you would expect from your typical tanko. But the quality is really, really high, and they're made with the artists in mind. All of the books also come with goodies. This newest one from Anna Ito actually has butterfly flap covers. It's in like a plastic case right now. They all come with production notes and art cards while supplies last. Anna Ito's newest books. Here we go. These ones, the newest books are A5, so they are a little bit smaller, but they are still bigger than your standard tanko. This has gold embossing on the printing and also butterfly flap covers again, which means that there's also secret cover underneath. This actually has not safe for work under the cover, so I guess it's late enough. I can show the boobies, can't I? Can I show the boobies?
Can we show the boobies?
Can we show the boobies?
Is that allowed?
Okay. I'll take it out of the protective plastic cover to show the movies.
Do it quick so that we are still good on time, though.
Okay.
Quick flash.
Oh my god, I'm trying. Titty. There we go.
Barely. See it. Okay,
so
next.
Ana Ito's next book, very thick, very beautiful. This one's in color. It's in blue and purple and all kinds of fun color.
That's the Snare Siren and other supernatural stories, by the way.
Yes, and it comes in a box set. This is limited. I won't print more because they're expensive and hard to manage. Yeah. But this is both the books I showed earlier, plus some additional art cards, and in this really nice case with the gold embossing as well. And then there's only one. It's called The One and Done, and it contains all of Ana Ito's previous books, all the goodies I have left, and this shikishi that Ana Ito drew. There is only one, and the proceeds from that sale will all go back to Ana Ito, because I don't believe in taking money for the shikishis because I didn't do anything. The artists drew that themselves, so they get that money, not me. So there's only one of those. If you are a new Ana Ito fan, I highly recommend it because it's all of the books. If you already have it, buy it again. Why not? I don't care. Give more money to Ana Ito. Let them make more stuff. Your Delivery, Miss Matsumoto, is also from Hanekage Alt. It was another Google Translate style thing, and I straight up told them just let me redo it for you. So you can buy that directly from the artist's booth. It's $2. I don't get any of it. It all goes to the artist. You can tip them. I highly recommend tipping because that's nice and we love that. And it's short, but it's worth it. So I just want to show off some of the other stuff really quickly. Ana Ito's Soul Selling Corporate Drone and the Other Fanciful Tales. This is a collection of short stories, and I really want to highlight that Ana Ito will just literally drop these crazy full-page, super detailed character artwork that really shows you exactly what is going on. And the girls, this particular book is rated teen. There's nothing to be censored in here. That's one of the sexier pictures. But we got cat girls, we got mermaids, we got pirates, we got all the types of woman, from femme to butch, from human to non. They're all in there. It's a really, really good book, and it's appropriate for younger readers too, definitely. The other title from Hanekage Alt, I had this one earlier, is Senpai no Kohai. This was actually done by a different GL company a decade ago, and it looks the way it does. So we did a Kickstarter and redid it, and now it's got all hand-lettered sound effects, and it's a complete story with a new chapter. So I really hope you check that one out too. But I don't want to spend too much time on the GL because I know that there's other stuff going on. Last thing I'll mention, I am working with Manga Mavericks all the time. I'm doing the Flower Princess of Sylph Simulpub. If you have read this, chapters 1 to 17 are available from Kadokawa on all the places that you can normally buy manga. From chapter 18 onward, the artist directly hired out staff, myself included, to continue the translation. When this happened, the first thing I did was reach out and get the same translator from the Simulpub. So nothing has changed. It's everything. You can go into
same
chapter
editor
18.
Too.
Yes. I'm sorry to the letterer, but I know how to letter, so I'm doing that part. I did change things up, so some of the fonts might look a little bit different and there might be some more hand lettering, but the terminology, the way the characters speak, it's all the same. I thought the consistency was really important, so that's something that I put out there because you don't want to go in there and see someone's name spelled differently or have their whole speech style changed up,
It's really hard to replicate the characterization and translation style of other translators. I can say that for sure.
Yes, so you can access the Flower Princess of Sylph by subscribing on Fanbox, which is really similar to Patreon. Basically, you can get access to the latest English chapter every month. The next one should be going up in the next couple of days because we just delivered it. And that was chapter 25, I believe. So it is on a monthly schedule, which does make things a little bit easier for everybody. And I know that it's a little bit slower than it was before, but we do ask for your patience. And if you want to see this book in print, even though the first 3 volumes will likely never get printed, I will do my best to convince the artist to put volume 4 into print. Okay, so... Oh, yes, there's also some good progress being made in volume 4 between the 2 main characters.
Oh my gosh, spoilers.
Yeah, so this is the pop-up shop. This is a really cheap, the cheapest Shopify that you can get. I am not Amazon, so please give me some grace, but I will do my best. I will ship internationally. Because I don't want to restrict people from like getting stuff if you're not in America. If there is some kind of issue with your shipment, like you're not talking to a chatbot, you're talking to me. I'll do my best to sort it out. But Japan ever since Corona, Japan and shipping has been kind of like they jack the prices up. I try to keep it cheap, but books can get heavy. I'm not trying to like fleece you on the shipping price. That's sometimes just how much it costs. I will say though that if you want to get the more expensive shipping, it's like 1 week to anywhere in the world.
Also, just a note.
Got tracking.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. Also, just a note that we have limited stock, and though we work with a few like indie bookstores that have more stock than we do. So I think is that on the next slide?
It is on the next slide. So,
oh my goodness.
Like May said, I artificially limited the stock so that I can keep doing my day job and all the other jobs. I can't be shipping. It doesn't mean once it's gone, it's gone. It means I can't be shipping stuff all day. So this is an old photo, but there are some new books on the site now that are pre-orders. I highly encourage everybody in the United States to order from Manga Mavericks because they are set up a lot better than me. They have warehouse space, they can hold more stock, and it's local to your region. If you are in Canada, you can order from The Beguiling, who will also take pre-orders and carry stock. I will ship to Canada. I am Canadian. I obviously want to support my fellow Canadians. In the EU, we work with Sendai Books, but I'm gonna send to the EU too if you want. I'll send it wherever I'm allowed to, within reason, you know, as long as your country's not blocking stuff. Okay, so this is what you've all been waiting for. The update to I'll See You at Ebisu Studios. First of all, I am so sorry. Publishing manga is hard, and I have other stuff that I need to do to survive every day. So initially I wanted to release this last July, but what had happened was, I wanted to follow in the footsteps of lots of other indie publishers, and I wanted to include some promotional artwork, like a special art card that would come with the first volume. And that means that I need to get artwork from the artist. I am not blaming the artist. This was my own lack of foresight. It takes time to make artwork, and I wanted to make sure that the artist had as much time as they could to make something original, because this artist doesn't like to reuse old assets. So all copies of I'll See You at Ebisu Studios will come with this original art card that Nishu Sensei has drawn just for the English release. And it's also printed on like this special textured paper, so it actually feels really good to touch and like run your fingers on.
Can you hold it up closer to the camera? Like as close as it goes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is going to come with all of the books. It's not just a pre-order bonus. I'm making sure that all the books come with that, because I understand that these are like doujins and the price is comparable to like like your standard American manga, but it's not the same number of pages. And I want to make you feel like you're a little bit more connected to the artist and getting a little bit more value out of it. So with that being said, the release date is March 22nd. It's fully done. It's fully approved. The print order is like in progress, and it takes a little bit to get that going. But by March 22nd, I am hoping that the books will be in America to be sent out to whoever orders it from there. The Beguiling's not taking, maybe they are taking pre-orders, I don't know, but I will hit them up. Volume 2, the translation is also finished for that, so we're in the lettering editing stages. Yes, you can buy these in Japanese on Booth right now, and I highly encourage you to do so. You can also tip the artist a little bit of extra money. This particular series, it's got a lot of information about the animation industry, and this isn't something I really wanted to rush, because I know that if somebody who works in that industry reads this and I get something wrong, they will come for me. So there are a lot of translation notes that won't be included in the print of the book to maintain the consistency, but they will be posted online, and I am considering if I want to do like a separate production note pamphlet to include with it. There is also like a section at the back of the book that the artist has drawn out that does explain some animation stuff. So I really hope we can all enjoy this super cozy BL and learn more about animation. Oh, is there a clip? Do we have a clip that we can show? Can someone run the clip, please?
We are ready for the clip.
Yes.
Unless... Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yay.
much.
I think we'll probably be showing it later too, and it will be a lot smoother animation when that happens.
Yes, so basically it is about an animation studio, so I was just like, well, we should just make an anime. I don't have money for that. But what we do have is this great animation that the artist put together that we have edited for the English release, thanks to their help. And we're also going to be launching a series of MMVs, motion manga videos. So I really, really wanted to highlight that this is about an animation studio. So I've been working with a video editor who has animated the manga panels in such a amazing way. Yes, it will be digital. I'm still working out where it's going to be, so please stay tuned for that. But I have the first episode ready. I'm just thinking, do I want to get some voice actors in there or not? Because, this all adds to the cost. And like I said, this is a passion project. If you guys buy it, it helps fund more gay shit, and we love that. So, I also want to mention that this is going to be, from what I've heard from the artist, this is going to be a 6-volume series. Up to volume 3 has released in Japan as of last fall. So I can't tell you any more of that schedule. We're working at not my pace, but the artist's pace. So please be aware of that. I can't go any faster if there's no manga that's released yet. Victory speech. Oh, I love this font so much. I'm shocked that somebody else knows it. But yeah, yeah, I had to stop myself from using victory speech and so many other things. But I think it really fits here. So I think you're going to be really, really happy with what is going to be coming out with Ebisu. I'm really looking forward to having everybody read this, and I'm hoping that you all enjoy what's to come. Next, we do have 2 new licenses. And I will say that only one of these is a BL license. So this first one is actually kind of coming out of left field, but it's also like a full circle moment. I will ship to every country that Japan Post legally allows me to. I promise. Like, I'll do whatever the country allows me to, because I, as someone who's living in Japan, get region locked.
Yeah.
And anyway, this is our full circle announcement. The Elf Husband and the Dwarf Wife. So this is a title that's going to be digitally exclusive to Omoi, who, if you don't already know about, was formerly Azuki and is made by people who are former Crunchyroll employees. So they're actually like really well put together and not being like super greedy. So I'm super happy to announce this partnership with Omoi. Any of my titles that aren't mature will also be digitally available on Omoi. So this is also going to be releasing on March 22nd as a chapter release, hoping to do 1 chapter a week. This title is actually kind of like an industry first. If you are aware, Jump has Jump Plus in Japan, which has manga that they release called indies, and they have like a little eye, like a katakana eye in the symbol. And this was a title that never graduated from indie, whereas like Kindergarten Wars, I believe, used to be an indie title and graduated to serialization. There's quite a few titles that did, but this one didn't really make that leap. Regardless, I think this is a really important story. This is a story about like interracial marriage, essentially. Oh shoot, I didn't do the PowerPoint right. But essentially, the very first chapter of this series is almost exactly the same as what got released online. So you can go and read the version that Red String translated like 4 years ago. It's almost identical. This is a story about a male elf and a female dwarf. And it is essentially like How I Met Your Dwarf Mother. It starts at the beginning where they meet, but you already know that they're gonna get married. So it follows the entire story of like their relationship. But because Yoshika Komatsu sensei is a children's author, I don't think this could be any more safe for work. The most romance in it is probably like hand-holding. The amount of like respect that this elf has for the dwarf character is insane. And everything about it is just like screaming positive male role model, I guess. And also positive female role model, because she knows her worth. And,
but yeah, anyway, that's the gist of it.
It's important to me because I'm an interracial child too. Here's our new BL. Funny Bone.
Funny Bone.
It's a manzai BL.
It's a comedy. Yeah, it's a comedy manzai BL with 2 twinks.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is May's time to shine. So Arakata is an established commercial BL artist who has had some stuff done by Renta, and you can go and read their stuff on Renta. But you can tell that this is like what their current obsession is, because all of their art, like they love these twinks so much. Some of the artwork that they have, some of the goods, it's honestly crazy. And May was with me when I found this.
Oh yeah.
I kind of did like because I saw the booth and I saw how bright and colorful it was, and I looked at it and I was like, wait a second, what is this? And then I started reading it and I was just like, oh my god, everybody else needs to see this. Everybody else has to read this. The 2-page spreads in this book are some of the most gorgeous stuff that I have ever seen. And I also want to point out too that this
one's very sad.
This is a B5 book. It's big. And it's gorgeous, super yellow. Essentially, we've got these 2 manzai comedians where Volume 1 is Hachiya's story, Volume 2 is Sanda's story, and then Volume 3, they fuck.
Why are you spoiling?
I did say it was mature.
But yeah, basically it's just about like 2 childhood friends who like really don't want to go their separate ways. One of them is really funny. He's the funny man, of course, the funny and the straight man in stand-up comedy. And so he asks the the straight man friend whose name is Hachiya to like go into comedy with him full time. So now they're just like an up and coming but very rookie like Manzai duo doing dumbass things together on a daily basis on and off the stage is basically the story. I guess if we're spoiling, fun fact, the jokes don't end when the sex scene starts. So
some of the stuff in this series, when I say it's stupid as all hell and Japanese as fuck, I'm not joking. There's gonna be so many I know some people were saying we love translation notes, and for me and May, we read some of these jokes, and because we live in Japan, we kind of get it. But I feel like it hits differently when you've lived there the whole time, and I don't want to try to localize shit out so that it doesn't make sense anymore. So we really did our best here. Yeah.
The people who are reading this are not like the people who are reading like Jujutsu Kaisen and like watching, I don't know, Naruto or something. They love Japanese culture. Yeah, they love Japanese culture. They know about pop culture. They know a lot of things about like Japan already if they're this deep.
Yeah.
So like we tried as much as possible to keep we try as much as possible to keep the original references. I think there was maybe only one line, though we're still editing it, but there's maybe only one line that didn't quite work out. We'll see though. We'll see. There's a lot of ways that you can keep referencing but still keep it funny, so.
Yeah. And we have like as deep in as the files we could go. So if I really needed to swap in like a different reference, I could, with minimal effort, but I don't want to. There was a scene where I straight up was like, can I get a JPEG of Jimmy Neutron for this?
Oh my god.
It obviously would not have worked, but
it's okay. We shot that down immediately. We're not doing that at all. It's not happening.
And you'll understand why Jimmy Neutron is funny when this comes out.
Oh my god. Will anyone even know what Jimmy Neutron is? You're making us so old.
I mean, if you weren't watching Jimmy Neutron, you lived a really sad childhood. The golden age of cartoons.
But yeah, the translation notes, so like my rough translation notes are like 10 pages, and that's just like not even explaining it. That's just like notes for myself to make sure that like I remember what I have to explain. So yeah, we're gonna be writing a really, really like a pretty big like translation notes section that will go in the back of the books. Do we already mention how this is
separately? Maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah. Printed separately also maybe, but yeah, I believe that this is going to be digital first, and then we're going to print it in 2-in-1s, right?
So I am going to print the individual books, but in order to like keep it easier on everybody, the books will ship at the same time. So
okay,
they're going to be 2 separate books, but you will get both at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but like
I gotcha.
Because this is not Volume 1 and Volume 2, maybe Omoi will let me put it on their website, but I have to chat with them, because if it suddenly becomes mature, I get the feeling that they won't let me do
also,
it.
I don't know if it was 100% clear, but yeah, I am the translator on this series.
Yeah. May's the translator, and I'm lettering, and there's a lot of hand lettering that's gonna be happening.
Oh god, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, but this is something that I really think everybody should be looking forward to. And we're going to share more and previews once everything gets going. But my goal is to literally hand deliver this to the mangaka at J Garden on March 22nd when the 6th volume of this releases.
The 6th and last, yeah.
Yes, the 6th and last. So we are working very closely with them. They do have a number of goods. I am hoping to be able to get this one printed, which is an acrylic stand of them at their microphone with their stage name. So it's like
it's hard to see, but it's really cute.
Yeah, it's so cute. It's not cheap though, guys. Printing acrylic stands is not cheap. So if you want it, I really need you to like commit and pre-order, because I can't. Yeah, exactly. Like if I'm gonna be doing stuff with plastic, please tell me the exact number of plastics. Okay, so What's next? Well, obviously, I'm going to be putting out Ebisu and Funny Bone for the rest of the year as those volumes start coming out. May and I are constantly like looking for new projects.
Yes, looking for more GL, looking for more BL. Yeah.
There's some people who have been in my DMs who have suggested things to me. And by people, I mean mangaka. So there are manga artists that I'm talking to or making plans with, but it's my pace. It's whatever they want to do. So I'm not pushing nobody, but they're like are gonna be eating good when it does eventually come out. We're definitely gonna be working on the GL. Like I know that Manga Mavericks is promising GL as well. And let me tell you, if he says GL, I am involved. So you don't have to worry about that. But we're looking at more GL. We're thinking about doing some furry stuff.
Yes.
Maybe not mature, but definitely like animal characters, I guess would be the easiest way to call it. Because I don't want to say furry if they're not fucking. I know that they're not the same. Yeah, kemono. So like some
it's kemono stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There are some other BL titles that I really want to do as well, but I kind of have to take it at my pace. I really don't want to burn out. I want to make sure that I can actually deliver the things I'm promising you and not make you wait like 8 months for it. So if you've got a suggestion, you can always comment or send us a DM or emails. We have a little blog that I started. That's on the next page. Here we go. We have a blog now. redstring.blog. And it's like a really bare bones blog. There's a little subscription thing there. It's not automatic. I have to manually send emails to people, which means you're not going to get a lot of them.
Yeah, well, anyway, we'll be putting translation notes on there too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Translation notes and updates. Anyway, QA questions.
Yeah, so we got 13 minutes left. So let's see if we've got any QAs that we can go over.
I did see one question, but I'm curious if there were... Did the organizers get any questions?
There was one question, but you guys already answered it. It had to do with shipping to Southeast Asia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so can you guys answer it by saying you ship wherever you can?
I ship with I ship with Japan Post, or I ship with this company called Kuroneko, which is basically like a DHL situation where they will hand it off to somebody at the port, and then whatever the DHL is in your country will take it over and deliver it to you.
Yeah.
Discount code's not going through. Okay.
Were there other questions as well? Do we have any other questions? So it's really hard. I see one question that's about whether we license doujin that are essentially side stories to officially published works. Unfortunately, it's
about that.
Oh, okay. I can talk about while you're doing it. Unfortunately, also your screen is recording. I don't know if you if you want that. Anyway, so basically it's really hard is the answer. And yeah, it's probably not happening just because there's a lot of rights that are mixed up. Not just the author owns the rights if it's something like Given, also the publisher has it. So yeah, unfortunately, it's difficult. Let's see.
Because when those authors sign on with the with those publishers, it's like a fixed term contract, so the author still keeps their copyright, but then they no longer have the license to distribute, or they get some other kind of restriction.
So another question, when will the digital versions be available to purchase? I guess you can answer that.
Yeah, if the digital versions should be available the same day as the prints. I do have to get some logistical stuff ready for that, but at this time, Manga Mavericks sells digital copies of the Anaido titles and Senpai no Kohai. Ebisu Digital still working on that, and Funny Love will probably be available as digital too, or Funny Bone, I should say.
Funny Bone, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's another question too about pre-orders. In terms of our new licenses, how do we how can people pre-order them, I guess? And that would be you.
So, with the pre-orders, I'm paying for like the cheapest level of Shopify. So with pre-orders, you kind of have to game the system to let it do that. Pre-orders, I highly encourage you, if you're in America, do it through Manga Mavericks. If you're in Canada, do it through the Beguiling. If you're not in either of those two countries, try to do it through me. But also, I am a single person.
If you Google, okay, we've heard that enough. But no more excuses. Get back to work. But anyway, if you Google like the Beguiling and then like Funny Bone, I believe you would find the pre-order for that, right?
Not yet. I didn't contact them before this presentation.
Okay, well, you will soon. But I think you can pre-order on our website, right?
Yes, so I should have just put them up right now. This should give me... I'm trying to get that discount working, because I said just do it, but maybe it doesn't start until like an hour later.
Could be. Anyway, let's see other questions. There's a question about like learning Japanese to get to the level of translation. That's a really long topic, but my most simplest advice is just read. Read books, read novels, read newspapers, read articles, read everything that you can get your hands on, because you just need to get it into your brain. How Japanese sounds, like not just what the information is conveyed, but like how it feels to read it. So like the emotions you get from reading like creative stuff, but not even just creative stuff, just anything. And do that in English as well if you're translating between English and Japanese. So just the language that you're translating in between, you just want to read until your eyes bleed, which is why people often say that if you don't like reading, you should not become a translator. So that's just a simple answer.
Yeah.
The next question looks like it's for you. Oh, yeah?
Which one is it?
It's just like, how do you get started? How do we keep asking mangaka to translate their stuff?
So, if you are a fan translator, I would suggest checking if their DMs are open, seeing if they have a contact form. Some of them use these Q&A type, like anonymous Q&A type things, which might not help you, but it really just look for a form to contact them. I would say avoid publicly commenting on their posts.
Yeah.
Because it's not well received every time.
Yeah, people can get really upset.
And when an artist says don't like repost, it doesn't mean don't QRT. They just don't want you to click save as and then submit it online again. But I just speaking to those mangaka directly in whatever communication form they give you access to and asking politely.
Yeah. Also, the other thing is, another question looks like it's what's the success rate? I think it's pretty low, isn't it?
Well,
or no?
in the early days when Red String was just like doing regular translation stuff, I would probably get, I don't know, maybe like 30 to 40% success rate. It kind of depends on the artist and like how busy they are. For example, if you approach an artist who's like over 100,000 followers and you know is in the middle of a serialization, they're probably not going to respond to you. Like, this is the least important thing on their mind. And it's not, I don't think you should take offense to that. It's just understanding that they're busy, and the thing, your casual offer isn't
a lot of people message them
meeting their deadlines.
Yeah, a lot of people message them too. Like, they get so many propositions for business related things. It's kind of hard for them to like handle it all. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
In terms of, I keep saying that at the start of questions, but will you be hanging out at CitrusCon after this panel? I think that Victoria will be.
Yeah, I'm in the server because I was watching all of the other. It's Senku from Dr. Stone. He's my husband.
Yeah. Also, another question. Yes, I am using an avatar. It's a 2D VTubing model, which I had commissioned before this event, but I'm going to be using it for other things too. But this is the first time I'm using it actually live.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Let's see other questions. Oh, yeah, someone noticed your Dakimakura.
Yeah, I strategically placed that.
Yeah.
So I think that what else did I want to talk about?
You wanted to talk about the code that we're doing for sales?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's active. It should have gone live a couple of hours ago. But
and it's for our website, right?
So it is on the Shopify store. It's 20% off. I wrote that it's till June, but it should say March 30th. Because that is insane. Till June. But it should, if you have trouble with it and you're like in here right now and it's still not working, you can send me a message and I will do something about it. Like, I apologize in advance, but it does work on... Okay, thank you. Woo! Okay, shoot. Well, I better get that goodie bag thing fixed and added on.
What's the best way to contact us?
I would say right now in the Discord. No, I don't want... Not Discord. Our email address would be good.
Do we want to show the slide of that as well? Maybe we could bring the slide back for the information that has like all of our like Twitter and stuff.
Will do. Thanks for keeping me on track.
Yeah. There was another question about fan translation. I don't know if we have time to discuss it in depth, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're not doing fan translation.
I guess it depends how you... Oh yeah, go ahead.
Well, if we get money for it, I don't think you could call it fan translation. It's commercial translation at that point.
Oh, another question. Program of choice for lettering. That's InDesign.
InDesign 1000%. I have to letter in Photoshop for some clients, and it's pure hell. It's
so bad. Yeah, InDesign is the industry standard. It's way faster. There's so many like plugins for lettering, specifically for manga lettering from Japanese to English, that you can find online.
Yeah.
Looks like the coupon code in the goodie bag is wrong, so that's why it doesn't work.
Yes.
Yes, letter buddy. Ren knows.
I don't know who I have to contact to get that fixed, but I will do my best to get it fixed.
Yeah. We'll try to get that fixed.
No,
ASAP.
I have to add that coupon to the store. Goodie bag. I'm gonna do that. I don't want to waste more of your guys' time, but because we only got 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna add that code to the store so that we don't have to change anything. I just have to do it on my end. But if I can't do this and that at the same time. So I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank May for supporting me and my stupid BL. And we're basically just doing things that really appeal to us, and we think like, this artist deserves to be seen by everybody. We're trying to do our best to give you like a supreme quality work that's on par, if not better than what you would get at like a Barnes & Noble or whatever brand of bookstore America has.
But thank you for listening. Yeah,
thank you so much.
Also, can we make like a thread or something in the Discord channel if people have additional questions?
I'm gonna figure out how to do that. I don't know how any of that's done, but I'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out somewhere in the den, I think.
Always figuring stuff out all the time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody. It's been a blast.
Thank you.
And thanks for staying up so late, even though it's only 3 in the afternoon
it's so
for
late.
us.
Yeah. I have to have lunch after this.
Yeah, I haven't eaten lunch. But stay tuned. I go to events I'm going to J Garden next month, so there's a lot of BL that might be coming out. Yeah, May and I will be scouting, looking for stuff. So look forward to that. We're gonna be fujoing out. Well, maybe not May. A little bit more me.
I mean, I'm more the GL half of the yin yang equation. Yeah.
Do we call that GLing out? Girling out?
I'm not sure if we have a phrase yet. Himejoshiing out. I don't know.
Yes. No. For real. That right there.
No, but we love both equally. We both love GL and BL.
what's really important is that we like gay stuff a lot.
Yes.
And it's really important. Like when Michelle Visage says, "Hey, do you like gay shit?"
Anyway.
I'm like, yeah, every time. Okay. Take care.
It looks like it's
everybody. I think
30:30.
that's it
Thank
for us.
you.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.